All five grouped up together.
This is spectacular,
Thanks,
Chad.
Jason.
Look at the
Thanks,
utility.
Jason.
3 flashbangs, 2 smokes. It's going to be an epic execute onto the B-bomb site. Here we go. All right, Maniac didn't want to take it. Perfecto now. Dooley's behind the pillar. It's a good trade from Shiro now. Backing up, smokes in place, and he's staying in front. There's a flank coming in. 2 players wrapping around from T-spawn. Shiro just has to delay. Missed some shots, but can back off. And Complexity's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, here Axel and Hobbit on the flank. It's about to pounce. Halzerg is completely oblivious to the risks. About 3 seconds, he's down, and that just leaves JD on an island. He's got the bomb on his shoulder.
I'll take the
about
plant,
a minute
though,
to play
Matthew.
with. He'll get the plant, probably.
An in-game leader's dream. Okay, we can't win the round, but I'll get an extra
It
bit of
sort
cash.
of changes, you know, the complexion of the last few rounds, or next few rounds, rather. We'll see if he can add another kill to the tally, but not meant to be.
You do really feel good with the sacrificial plant. You feel like you accomplished something. Split onto this B bomb site. 2 coming through dark from Complexity. Molotov is going to make things a little bit spicy for Electronic. Oh, it does not actually spread. He's going to get 1 and 2. How could they have ever expected it? They thought the Molotov did its job, and now it's a grinding trade into the bomb site.
Yes, Perfecto now waiting for the backup to come in. He's just dancing around the pillar, making sure he stays alive. Grim will get the luxury of the plant, but the little bit of a grenade from Perfecto. It's all in finesse. It's like if you're cooking, just a little bit of salt.
This is the Elige 1-on-3 here, the glue in hand. Perfecto low, guns being juggled across. Molly back, smoked off. Now under so much pressure here, Elige, what's he meant to do? Has to take them all down through the smoke here. Bomb tapped, being stuck, and that's going to be it. Elige will concede the second round and goes down. Everyone falling for Complexity, even with another bomb plant.
Waiting to hear the action begin. Can still come in his direction, but utility being spent at the B bomb site is going to start putting this defense on notice. Hobbit's going to play behind it. Perfecto isolated up in front. How aggressive do they want to get? Good trade. Looking for more, but Halzerg's got the peek from dark, and now Electronic has gone unchecked, but Grim shuts him down quick.
Hard retake here for Shiro with the AWP. No kit to his name, a 1-on-2 situation. Smoke's just fading now, and Halzerg looking for him. Halzerg, will he jiggle out? Shiro, the lineup, the double, and the clutch comes to him just like that. Cloud9, 4-0, beautiful work. The double swing, you hate to see it go down like that.
Yeah, I think, you know, that's a valid head shake from Elige. Double peek is the right idea, but obviously both players swinging out at the same exact position.
The idea is correct, but you cannot be swinging at the same time.
Yeah.
It's hard to micromanage it live, but you have to live a meter or so that the refrag is possible and the duel isn't.
That's a stinker, isn't it?
Today they've opened it up, the first 2 gun rounds at least, we'll say. Halzerg has been paired with them, and now JT's over as well, so they can take early A main control. Blind kill for Exile, traded. That's nice for Complexity.
This battle is already starting to wear into action. Ooh. Okay, kills all over the place here. What a brawl.
Battle.
What an absolute brawl. 3-on-3. Plenty more time on the clock this time for the finish.
But you see how calm Cloud9 remains. Like, there's not a whole lot of spontaneous reactions. They're now just gonna go fish for information towards middle, where Elige is actually standing his ground. He sees the peak, but Electronic beats him to it. And now what does he do? Immediately reset towards the A side, knowing that they've probably cleared out that mid lurker in that of Elige, and they're still very much in control.
It's a nice little bait there with the molly as well to draw the attention for just a moment.
Oh, good swing from Electronic. Perfecto from the same spot, but Grim handles it. He's got another one to try and make up against Shiro. Just shifting over towards Connector and Camera. And Grim playing this one patient. 35 seconds, taps the bomb, tries to lure Shiro out, and he missed the timing. He missed the information. Shiro gonna have an easy one. 5-0.
And yet to die. 8-0 for Shiro now with back-to-back clutches. Electronic, and both of them very committed here. There is about to be a bit of a brawl.
I don't think they know what they want to do. I think Exile knows what he wants. Electronic doesn't really. There's the trade, a little bit of spam. Oh, reloading as well, but there's backup. There's backup as Perfecto is here. An awkward engagement that Halzerg puts Complexity on top of.
A's completely open right now. They can usher themselves in here.
Yeah, but the bomb's at mid.
You're right. Okay, well, has to drop back, so they will be over towards heaven. Cloud9, ooh, another kill on the plate there. Shiro's for death. Floppy will remove his head and pushing further forward straight into Perfecto. The AUG is perfect. The double up, 2-on-2.
Oh, Elige is going to slide up next, spots the leg, snaps over. That's Hobbit down. Molotov is keeping Perfecto at bay, who swapped over to an AK-47. Kit in front of him as well that he picks up. And he should know the location of both players. And goes for a risky jump into the bomb site through the smoke. Halzerg picks him out.
dare myself an explanation towards what happened in middle. I think what Cloud9 wanted to do
Swap
was for
players
Electronic to bait for Axel,
Yes.
because Electronics is known to be playing towards middle.
Yes.
You have him with a bit of an open angle. He takes a duel, gets traded. Axel becomes invisible. He gets 2. They couldn't get to that position. It got a little bit messy.
Bomb will go down, and now it's just about what will the 40 seconds of carnage look like. Floppy, the first to be tested.
Waiting for it. There's 2 as they line up. Add a 3rd and a 4th. A very comfortable position, and now he wants the ace. Glock is out. He's got all 5.
2 of those today. Starry had one on Anubis as well on the T side. He picked one up middle.
Let's see how complexity when they can actually get the information.
completely
Floppy might
unawares.
find it. Yeah, I don't know if Alicia's even going to
he saw it.
He saw it. He's aware of the possibility. But now he's kind of pinched. If they push A, he's screwed. So he's worried about it. And as Cloud9 retreat, Floppy peeks a little bit late, gets taken down. Towards the B bomb site we go. They know Dark is going to be the point of rotation, but they had to take out Shiro first, and it's JT again.
Alicia's still a big problem.
They don't know about Perfecto. They have no idea about his closed angle.
He got the kill in towards Canal, though, so they must have an idea he was around here somewhere. But was he ahead of the molly? Nobody ready for this. Slips out, takes down Halzerk. The pressure is on. Hobbit finds JT. And it's all on Elige. They didn't hear the drop. Or maybe they did. Perfecto goes for the clear. The first found. The fuse not being sat. They're not on it yet. The low HP of Hobbit. No defuse kit in sight. Elige can win this, but no. Steps into the line of fire. Axel takes him down. And another comfortable defuse for Cloud9. Look at this gap again. So mid, the fact that there is no caretaker for Cloud9. Oh, JT.
Nasty.
Didn't have a great showing yesterday.
He was good for a few entry kills, is where
He has
JT
these
seems to
patches.
really shine. Yeah, like where he comes in. But I mean, this wraparound through Temple, you can see that's not even an idea in Cloud9's mind.
Hello.
Elige wants 2.
He's going to get nothing for his troubles.
He's going to get 1. Ooh, maybe not.
No, he won't.
No, he gets 0.
No!
Oh, no. Now it gets bad. Okay, Floppy's still holding at bay at the A bomb site. There's the jump picked out of the sky, and it's just Shiro. Again, this op just nothing to do.
That was satisfying for Floppy.
Yeah, that if he didn't get the ace, he wouldn't have hit that shot.
Now, this is our favorite children's book. It's called Where's Shiro?
Well, look at Elige. He gets to
I'm
do this.
looking.
Oh,
Euro.
There's the flick over now. Position spotted. But at least he's taken the off away. The pistols can be handled with the follow-up Molotov, and they will be. And Elige is still alive in the back lines. It means Shiro cannot be comfortable. He's backed away. And Shiro patiently waiting for Exile. His flank could change the nature of the round. Complexity do not want to drop another post plant with good positions. 3 on 2. Shiro just probing it now. Quick shot to try and take attention away from Exile's flank. Halzerk still parked, and Alicia's got it. And now Shiro might once again have to save.
What's he doing? Oh,
no.
Not clearing his corners, and he is going to lose the AWP. The loss bonus for him coming into the next, he cannot have an AWP. That is such a hefty call for him to... Sure, they've had Shiro over towards A couple of times with the AWP, but it is 1-1-3, and oh, well, over towards B we go. 2 kills coming immediately. The explosion from Complexity, that B pressure being felt, so you can understand why. Electronics rotation, he's grabbed another. Floppy in with the trade and a 2-on-2 and shoes once more. Shiro on his own for now. Had a fight against Floppy that has been lost. The bomb to be planted in Axel. Rotating the long way round once again.
It's Halzerk with the op who will have contact, and they're both playing the bomb. Using the bomb as a third teammate. And I think now might be a good time for Axel to reconsider and start backing away. He's got Floppy. Halzerk picks him off.
That wasn't bad at all. Another attempt, but another round that falls through the fingertips of Cloud9, and there's another clutch where they're in a disadvantaged situation, but giving it an attempt. That's been 3 rounds that we could potentially be critical of them going for rounds where Cloud9 traditionally would save.
Yeah, he made a run for it. I think there are 2 schools of thought when it comes to the smoke usage in some of these clutches. You can either smoke the bomb.
Yeah.
The AWP is basically in a supreme position to handle you, and that's exactly what just happened. Now it forces Cloud9 to almost leave the round, but Shiro with the P250 and the drive-by, immediate 2 holes, and everything's falling apart. Elige now as well has been found. It's 5 versus 3. Is Floppy once again stabilizing the situation.
Yeah, but you can't take any more of those deaths. Shiro, close up, is going to have another chance. JT comes in, finds the all-important opening.
Just as he started pivoting back as well. That's frustrating for Shiro, as we do have the response of Perfecto Axile's still close middle. He's been here for awfully some time, and there is very low HP on JT, who's at the front of the pack. So the first might come for free. The second just needs to be the adjustment to the head. This could be huge. Axile the first. There it is. Snapping into the second. Axile can't get it done. Bomb picked up. Perfecto close by. P250 in hand. Floppy ready, but Perfecto sits him on his ass, and that's around for Cloud9. Up to 8. The half now has been won.
Mid a little bit late
Axile
in the rounds.
was there forever.
Yeah, he was chilling. And even just Perfecto cheating there, like ignoring both bomb sites as well.
I love what Perfecto does at the very end of this clutch right there. The savoir-faire, knowing that, wait a minute, I'm not just going to hold that angle. I'm going to peek into it as he's moving. I'm trying to catch him moving, and then for Floppy, it's a mechanical challenge to stabilize immediately and find the shot. Not meant to be. Shiro now puts C9 in a 5 versus 4 situation. Halzerg is trying to even out balance out. And there is a bit of a shoulder here to the left. He gets found, and 5 versus 3.
Shiro's on point today. That's a leg shot cleaned up by Perfecto on a jumping away Halzer. So well done.
When
17 kills.
I love when we get to hear Electronic and his communication.
Oh, mate,
It's one of my
yesterday
favorite
I was
moments.
over there getting ready to grab an interview with them after they won their match against Eternal Fire in the last round. When he is going general mode and he is like giving information, the level of intensity in his voice, it is like, wow. You know, you feel it.
B bomb site is going to be the target.
They allow the site now. They have Electronics closing in on the map, so the timings will be decent for the retake, but the bomb will go down. Immediately, Shiro punishes Floppy. This could have been the kill. This could have been the moment. Leaving Elige now in a 1 versus 3. Hobbit waiting by the smoke, gets found, and Electronic has not been localized. This should be his timing. He bites his time and just finishes like that. 9-6 Cloud9. It's not too bad. Good start for them. But unfortunately, they allowed Complexity to come back into this game, and we had a competition on our hand. This is now a battle. Shiro has to be super attentive to that flank. I think the timing is going to be right there. But you see the map control is being taken by Cloud9. That's a very aggressive post plant.
Oh, they're going to be lined up. JT takes contact, wins the first engagement. It all goes the way of Complexity. And now the flank is really strong. Really, really, really strong. And Exile, you got nothing to do, baby. So the call is nice and clean. Everything after that falls apart.
There was a missed smoke highlighted there, right? That wasn't crazy. They missed a smoke.
This is them telling Exile to go see if he can find anything, but they're always going to finish B, it seems.
It's 1-for-1 information's being
Shiro
gathered
has
as
the
well.
ball.
I don't think Shiro...
I don't think he knows.
No, I don't think he is.
He might just lose the C4. This is problematic. Jiggles into it, so somewhat prepared. Shiro, another incision and Elige, not ready for the late lurk of Axile. Electronic blows Halzerg's brains out, and it will just be Floppy, the last man standing. As we know, the A anchor, no business in this one.
We can keep the resources towards B, which is what they do, but then they get a little curious, and Shiro's timing arguably is to his favor. JT could have found him with the C4. That would have changed the situation, but this was the kill, I think. Everyone else's eggs are definitely on the B basket. And Halzerg with a little bit of a miss, that opens up the situation. Would it calm down Cloud9's ID on the B side?
Oh, nice shot there on a Perfecto. Knows where the follow-up is going to come. Elige with the push up middle, and he's going to bail out, bug out, and go home. He's had success. Floppy wins his individual duel. And that, yeah, should be the round entirely. 3 Complexity players win 3 individual fights, and Hobbit and Shiro left to pick up the pieces.
Double thumbs up and reminds you of just where you came from.
JT with one as well, so they can at least block off B main for a little bit. The setup I saw yesterday and the pistol round did not work nearly as much as they wanted. Flashbang will come off the pillar in front and allow them to swing. Grim's got the first coming around the smoke. JT and a bait and switch, but not even needed. Grim steps up, and Shiro's brought low. This has to be a save.
Didn't mention that the cast was as well. Floppy did get deep into the A main a few seconds after that, and this is kind of the confirmation of the hypothesis. Like, listen, they're going towards the B side, that's for sure. Now, the weapon's been lost. Was that post time?
Yes, it was.
That was post time.
Oh, dear.
Ooh.
1400 for Hobbit.
Fast pace towards the A bomb site. There's a deep smoke. Still haven't seen that Floppy aggression. Elige caught off again. Turning from a flash, maybe, but Electronics found him. And that is reinforcements towards the A bomb site. Yeah, they needed it.
They crossed the smoke as well. They crossed the smoke. They called the bluff from Floppy.
Flash.
It's a 3v1. So on Floppy. He's been pushed out by a flash. Does he take the risk as he peeks into Benito, gives into Exile, and now Halzerk cannot give away the AWP. I know it hurts. I know we all have a tendency to want to play it around, but this isn't happening now.
Is anybody going to make a sound cue of any variety here? It's musical statues at this moment.
Get curious.
What's
You want to know.
Oh, the footsteps. They're going to be heard. JT starting to leer into this angle. Grim's about to be blindsided
Oh,
by
they're
the
gonna peek
wing
him.
of Electronic. How many rolls can they take? He's turned away from it. Electronic gets nothing, and JT goes down just one rifle remains, and it's Halzerk's big green. In terms of the moving pieces of this puzzle, Electronic applying this mid-pressure early again will cross the guys of the smoke.
Fade will hurt.
They can flash for him.
Oh, this is
They're
such a
playing on the fade. Oh!
No way.
One more to find, Hobbit. Oh, he doesn't turn in time. Floppy's traded off, he's done his job. And Elise chimes in as well. They'll play the 4-on-2 post plant.
They can win this.
They've got 2 kits as well, a little bit of utility to work with. Perfecto's gonna get aggressive.
Shiro still has a smoke to work with. If they drop this and isolate a choke point, they can work together. Perfecto needs at least 1.5 here for Shiro to pick up the slack. Perfecto steps out, grabs one, traded by JT. It's all on Shiro now.
He got his 1.5. Unfortunately, Elish has actually gone for a long flank towards A main, taking his time wrapping around halfway through the bomb timer. Shiro parked, ready and waiting for someone to come through the smoke at camera. That'd be Halzerk. There's the jump through position now known. He's got another. Here's the footsteps, but Elish has it around the corner. He's got one of the kits as well, and a 12th for complexity. They survive.
Damn good attempt. Look how close that was. A moment or two longer, and Shiro picks up another stunning clutch. Lots of talking right now. Getting ready for this B split. Elish mid, Floppy A. The action will be on Halzerk, JT, and Grim as they throw out some defensive utility. That's a lump of damage. And here they go.
That's a great nade. Oh, good flashbang though. Defense is blinded on the back foot.
Oh,
so mobile. Grim, he falls apart. And so does Complexity's defense.
He can deny this.
He can stop it. Swings out. Can't stop the plant. It's down. 2-on-2. Op recovered by Exile, and Floppy might have just saved the day. Wrapping around is Elish, and they recover. They bail Grim out because that was a shaky spray.
But the fact that he tried that play, he got punished for it a bit earlier on the half.
Yes,
Remember, he dropped into Axile at one moment, got absolutely wrecked by this. But I guess once he sees Axile in the kill feed, expects nobody watching the flank. Sure, the bomb goes down. Sure, they get into the site here. But the fact the Mop and Bucket comes out between the likes of Floppy and Elish, they saved the day for Complexity. The cheeky head-to-head. We've had Elish versus Electronic over towards middle on several occasions here. Right now, by playing in the window, the timing is caught on the reload. Elish, oh, not blindsided by it this time round. When it matters most, Elish gets the better of Electronic.
Yeah, that's it, because I mean, you want to talk about Shiro's impact dropping off. Well, in the second half, some of the most impactful kills have been when Electronic's been able to best Elish in mid and find his timings. This time, it's not available. However, don't want to see him give it away. Little cheeky off angle that Hobbit's going to walk right into, and another freebie. Loving it. 5-on-3. And a clean round here for Complexity would be a disaster for Cloud9.
So Elish.
I think they're hoping someone's going to wander into Perfecto's crosshair. Elish might drop out.
Perfecto's not hearing any rotation either. So if Shiro goes back,
they're not moving. They're not budging.
They have to go A. It's just Floppy. They're calling the bluff. Floppy, you've got to do this all on your own. They've put full faith in you, my son. The bomb's loose right now, dancing around. Just needs to buy time, 10 seconds. I don't think Axel has a hope in the world. Just needs to save, grabs the AWP. And worst case, he could go down after time. Elish might try and push and punish this.
Oh, that's a big find from Perfecto. Exile is safe. All brought into the next round.
They needed that. Look at the buy.
JT's got no options if he stays up there. Molotov, flashbang, it might be a little bit late. It's going to give him the opening. Peeks around the other side. Op shot misses, but that's a clean kill. Grim, you drop a smoke. They know your position. A little bit of a gap in that. He got one. Can he get more? Another with the AUG. And once again, Grim from the same position is a savior of the bomb site. Tech9 on top. He could end it with an ace. He could end it with all 5. And Grim up is out. Halzerk's going to finish it 16-13. Complexity. A wonderful, grinding, battling map win on Anubis. Their selection. Up next, another map, another battle, another test for Complexity, but impressive in map 1, and we'll be back with the series. Floppy's all alone at this B bomb site. All 5 players for Cloud9 huddling around the double doors. Looks like Shiro might investigate cave a little bit late, but 3 players coming up the ramp, and it's retake.
They're going to get the plant here. What I'm questioning is...
okay.
What I'm questioning still is how they play the post plant, because they have no real estate, no space. And if Shiro lets Elish slip, now Uncle Hobnob is in an awful lot of trouble. Shiro's timing Perfect.
Elige with the pause. I think he's waiting for action to take attention away from him, and that was his undoing. And now it gets really hard, really difficult. Electronic with the double kill. That's pretty much the pistol round over. Not even close to the defuse. Floppy's going to back away. So get through the smoke, and that's all you get.
To be fair, if you assume the CTs won't have a smoke to play with or would use the smoke for the bomb plant, then that cave position is actually very strong with Glocks. Like, it's a whole lot of close quarter combat. You can have Electronic sliding over the pillar, left, right, that's what happened. But I agree, Alicia's timing could have definitely changed the destiny of this round. Can you imagine if Hobbit had been found with 3 CDs waiting for them and the smoke must slow them down?
Yeah, nice timing on it, but there's so much time left to be patient. That's nasty. All right, JD's opened up with a couple of nice headshots. Deagle is going to send Shiro packing.
Short smoke in, pressure now. Hauser, that swag 7, standing at attention, tucking in towards the cubby. Playing wood, and there you go. The first found, the second beautiful. The bomb down, and more kills coming Hauser's way. Can he connect the dots? No. Perfecto will lay him to rest.
I think he wanted a little too much there. I think he wanted a little too much. Could have just picked up a gun and got in the cave, and now it's going to get worse because Floppy goes down, and Grimm's flank is coming in hot, but it's not anytime soon. They line up, and Elige has passed over the information to Grimm. Plenty of time, even without a kit. Exile, you have so many choke points to worry about. Convinced on cave, and he's just going to hold it and say, I live and die by it, and Grimm comes from behind. That's a give back for the lineup on Anubis.
And so much money.
Yeah, Hauser can now purchase himself a bit of an AWP if he would like. I'm not sure how advised it would be going up against the lighter purchase of Cloud9, but he munched away with the Mag 7.
Open question to the group. We saw Complexity with the smoke in front of cave, allowing for that little bit of a boost to happen, and JT was waiting with the Deagle. We'll give them credit.
You got to go through this, I think, as well, if you're Cloud9.
Not anymore.
Oh, big win. Hobbit down to 15 HP. Going to get wrapped upon surely, but just being a nuisance in the middle of the map.
Okay. He just had to stay alive. His presence would have meant more for Cloud9 than any other thing he could have done at the time.
Red room slip, that's been possible the entire time. Also has to worry about B ramp. If they just contact up, I know that it's a scout and a Tech 9, but Axel...
Must have seen him.
Perfectly blocked. JT, beautiful work. 2 more scalps removed. And I thought there were going to be problems for the South African in-game leader. No dramas whatsoever.
Gambling on the right side. It's a 3-1-1 defense right where they got to be.
If there's any utility usage at this B bomb site from Cloud9, JT, actually, JT's moved into cave. He does have a Molotov, so now it gets a quiet engagement. They see 2 in cave. Oh, Electronic just turns. Grimm's got an easy one to the side of the head. Now a heads-up challenge, which he wins as well. And Exile was brought low early on. Grimm picks that up as well. Triple kill.
It's so commanding. And you strike towards the B side, but it's read by JT.
Yeah, because of their setup, they're in a 3-1-1. So it's not like they're stressed trying to rotate over towards B. They're actually ready for this. So JT on the flash, perfect. This is the type of Counter-Strike that you want to see. This is great stuff from Complexity, great reactions. Hobbit activates now, but it feels too late.
You can't activate now. You cannot activate.
They know
you cannot activate the flank after losing the entry. You get, oh my god, the audio bait from Halser.
Yeah, well, I don't even, Leash spots it. Leash spots it out. Spray is there. JT's got one at the B bomb site again.
Pack it up.
And this is going to be dicey. 4-on-2. Floppy's beat the Molotovs as well. He's in front. Alicia's going to come through to provide support if it's needed. And it will be needed. He goes down, but he's brought Perfecto to 8. It would have to be perfection, and it's not going to happen.
This is great Counter-Strike from Complexity. You can only see
it's excellent from Complexity.
But
do a little bit of research.
Yeah, we're missing 2.
You know, but when you try and do 12 teams off the top of your head, there's been an awful lot of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
I'll let myself off.
Oh, damn!
Should we? Well, this is great news, because if the game started late for the VPG2 series, we'd be here till 1 AM again. So the fact that this is looking very likely to be a 2-0, we will only be finishing at 1 AM again. So, you know, it's not too bad.
Could we just take a moment to appreciate JT's performance so far on Ancient?
I'm loving it.
Holy hell. Predicted and countered at every turn. You take mid control, you want to go back to B, you have a 3-stack with a pop flash in your face. You try and poke towards middle, you have 2 players waiting for you. So I think what Cloud9 actually needs right now is 1 player to win a round that isn't supposed to be won.
Here we
It's a
go.
great way of looking at it. It is simple, it's not easy.
Look at the reaction of Complexity as well. They're changing things up this time around. They're committed towards mid, but Grim is going to be flashed perfectly. That's an entry kill finally for Hobbit, who's been struggling this whole game.
Look at Exile. Exile looks like he wants to actually challenge. He's saying, you got one in middle. I might be able to find my 1v1 finally at this A bomb site, but Cave is under a lot of pressure as well, and Cloud9's starting to get some production. For the first time in this half, they've got a little bit of pep in their step, a little bit of life.
But it has to be clean, Jason. It has to be clean. When you find yourself in a 5v2 at 7-1 scoreline, you cannot allow Complexity to even just dig at you, or jab at you. You have to win this round.
The bomb's coming back to
It's quite
A.
disjointed.
Yeah, reload heard. Fortunate. Axar will just shoot Elige in the back of the head. Electronic onto JT.
That's
and
pretty
there you have it.
pretty damn clean.
I don't believe Perfecto has seen him at all. The flash is decent. Not that great, though. Pushes him back to the angle, and the aggression's about to come.
Oh,
Gets down. See ya.
Big bailout shot there from Halzerk. Fights were coming. Axel now looking for some space over towards A. And as we've mentioned, due to the CT setup, he actually has a lot more space than he realizes. But it's a difficult position to play. How far do you want to overstep the mark? Bomb loose now towards middle. Alicia's been able to grab that. Grim caught between two angles and not caught off guard. Pivots into Axel with the AUG and Crisis averted. But look at this. Electronic.
Oh, he could get two.
Able to get past the line of sight. A double up available, but can't get either. Complexity up to 8. They've won the half. And they are sitting pretty right now.
Do you think the decision's been made more toward the A side? That's where the bomb sits. The flash is not ideal. Green is going to be the good position. Never mind. Axel just white swings him straight to death.
Floppy here in footsteps.
The regress from Elige. Axel being patient on that. He's going to play out. 4v3 now.
That'll cause a rotation, and that'll cause Cloud9 to just say, well, this is the round we hit donut. This is the round we come right through. They tried it in the last one. We're stopped cold. They know the resistance has been taken out. Nade comes in. JT takes a bit of damage. Has to be ready. Can't transfer over in time. And Halzerk might have a chance if Axel gives him a swing.
Map control, entry kills, some sort of pressure. There's a give and take that's been here. And Hobbit isn't being given a lot to work with. So the rest of the map has to have the impact. This is what Axel did here.
Waltz their way across.
I think they've started to realize that time and time again, this A defense is not bolstered, is relatively weak, is just one player.
Finally some rhythm.
And that's mixing with some timing, isn't it? Some pace to it, and all of a sudden it's another save for Complexity.
But that's what we were talking about. This is only off the back of a couple of wins that you can actually pick up the pace and you can catch off guard your opponents here. Grim is caught with his pants down, and what Cloud9 had conditioned Complexity to see happening, a couple of smokes towards mid, a couple of steps, immediately turns into an ace play. I like what I've seen from Cloud9. Finally.
Hoping to save here. They're still pretty rough around the edges as far as the cash is concerned. And Floppy, was he spotted?
Oh,
well, Halzerk will be. The AWP lost in the mud. And even Molly had all out of position, so they must have seen Floppy. He's under so much pressure. 25 points of health. Shouldn't be too much longer for this world. Continuing to defend. A defensive smoke as well. The fights will still keep coming, but it looks like he is all good to retain that AK.
Couldn't find the op, though.
Cloud9 would love to grab it. You can see that Na'Vi divider smoke that has been lobbed forward. It's always interesting to Brave. Hey, they will go B lane. Aggression, flashes, fight. Floppy in the face of Electronic. He has been removed and the opening kill will fall in their favor. The response quite quickly towards A, but Halzerk on the boost. He's got support and they're ready to lock things down. The Dinkin dead as more fights are coming their way. Elige doesn't want to brave the fight, doesn't need to, and that might have stalled out Cloud9 for their 7th round.
Yeah, let him burn. Elige doesn't swing for the fight, so Shiro can't get anything.
Molly to delay, so well placed from Floppy. That will buy them some time. They can't play behind the pillar. It's buying time for the rotation. The bomb
plant
to be planted front side. This is going to get awkward. 2 on the flank, 2 from spawn side. Complexity set up for this retake.
Shiro has to find that. Shiro has to find it. He doesn't.
What a shot from Floppy. That's Elige to step up next. He's got one onto Hobbit. Perfecto's position known. Has to be a double swing. Utility going to make him a little bit nervous. Smoke blocks off his vision. Does he have the lineup in the open? Now they know. Continued spray out of bullets, and Grim has got it covered. The Glock is not going to do the job, and Complexity get the last of the half. 9-6. Cloud9 showed up late, and will it be enough to take us to overpass? We'll find out soon.
Astralis, Fnatic, 9Z, Big, Movi, Astralis, Monty, Vitality, Furia Phase.
I think we missed Monty in the original.
Yeah,
we
Monty we missed it for sure.
Missed Monty.
Oh, that's
Shiro missed Grim as well.
Mouse
We were
on
talking
the
about
board.
the teams.
Did Mouse make it?
I don't see why Shiro rushed down that ramp, but it looks silly. It looks silly, and it might get piled upon. Electronic, the last one remaining, tries to track, can't do it.
It's happening.
Oh God, Complexity just have a read all across the map and just completely obliterate Cloud9 in the pistol.
Maybe it's missing. Maybe Mouse, maybe Sabrina.
Well, the issue that we have is that we have two Astralis. I can see it from here. That's why it doesn't make sense. We have two Astralis logos. That's why you're all confused.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we're missing a Mouse. That's all right, because afterwards we're going to get the winning team to grade as per difficulty level.
Go.
Well, here we go. Cloud9, potentially last-ditch attempt for them. It's going to be quite aggressive over towards A main just for control. It will force out the smoke early, and I would say that is job done. If Axile...
Is he crossing that? Is he crossing
that?
that? Really? Axile is doing this?
Pull straight into Grim, who gets an upgrade, and now he's going to stretch his legs. Liberty's to be taken. A spam down range.
Lord.
Electronic. That might be the most impressive piece he's had all series.
That's an impressive control of spray.
And I think Complexity is a bit flabbergasted by that dual kill.
You can't even, oh.
Man, Shiro can't catch a breath.
Floppy's been having a very, very good series.
Oh no,
It's
Hobbit
falling
goes
apart
down.
now.
It swung back in the other direction. One of the last vestiges of hope is Electronic jumping up towards B lane. He's going to see the utility, but doesn't want to mess with it. Does he come through and challenge this smoke? Because Elige ain't looking.
He's getting booked.
Free kill. But now the position of both Cloud9 players are known to Floppy and JT. One in cave. They know one is somewhere around cube. Oh, they challenge. Electronic never expected it. And there's time. There's time for them to bail out, but Floppy is on fire.
That's a 3-2-2 where they're from. That's what they call it. I've seen some of those thrown around before. That is a round.
That's a sick round for Floppy.
Yeah, look, the guy is not missing. I know I keep calling out his eco frags, but he's been having great guns, right? And we spoke about the confidence. I remember early, Matthew. Remember when he got that ace when they all pushed A main and you were talking about the confidence? Talk about it. And it sets a player. It feels good. At the time, before he had that ace, he only had 3 kills. And then from there, it's been all about can't stop the bloody flop.
And you have to praise a quick thought process here from Complexity as well. As soon as Electronic catches Elige, they immediately push him into cave. Speaking of catching, it's Axile and Electronic here in half a buy being put on the bench immediately in round number 19. Complexity now 4 rounds away from a berth into the playoffs, as adding another one to the tally is JT. And how is Cloud9 coming back in this?
I don't know, and they're definitely looking nowhere near as gnarly as I had initially hoped with this team. But just for some reason, it's not quite clicking into place. And Shiro being on 2 frags.
Very weakly defended.
The face it points it back. We did it.
The face it points are here. They have arrived. Smoke down at B ramp. Hobbit's going to challenge. Oh, Floppy didn't see him somehow. Doesn't matter. Grim's got it. And now this little mid lurk. Oh, timing. Timing is everything. And Elige has him up.
Chatty called the taxi. It's time.
I'll
tell you what. Guess who Cloud9 plays next in that mid bracket?
Goodbye.
I don't know.
Lin Vision?
Liquid.
Oh.
Liquid.
Lined up for him.
18-5 at the end of the first half, I think, on Anubis.
So how many kills? Let's check how many he finished with on Anubis, and then we can work out how many kills he's had.
20, 22, 23 probably.
So you said he had 18 in the first half.
Yeah, I believe so.
So then 5 in the second, and then since then we've had 1.5.
No.
Here's a works or it doesn't.
And a 5-7
like
Axile. It's all on you, buddy.
We either win or we lose.
Wise man once told me winning and losing is just, you know, it's 50-50.
Hard to argue with the facts. They have a man advantage in towards B. Perfecto cannot get anything done. Floppy will not stop the onslaught here today. 18-8, more pressure, but this time Electronic will find him. Still a man to the good for this retake, but time against them now as Halzog will lop off another head. The bomb. Now 30 seconds remaining on this, as coming in for the retake is Hobbit. There's no defuse kit in play, and the AWP of Shiro pinned towards cave. Not the optimal weapon for the job, and just getting peeled apart. This B split perfect as Shiro gives it an attempt. That's 15 locked in, and we hear the roar from Complexity. They are about to make Cloud9 look foolish.
What do Cloud9 need in order to confirm a round?
Is a good place
they would
to
need
start.
5.
Yeah, if they could get
or
5
defuse.
kills.
They can defuse.
A defuse would be good as well. Right now, like Yanko yesterday, they might need to seek help, because Halzog has found the opener and essentially what may be the closer. That's Shiro dead again. He's going to finish this with only 5 kills to his name.
This is hurtful.
Floppy opened this series and he doesn't care what any other team thinks at all. And he's really showing a high level off the back of those words. Halzork going to clear everything slowly just off the mark. Alige, though, snaps over. Could have almost had two. But he's thinned things out in Donut and over towards the B-bomb site. Complexity adjusts, but so does the defense.
If Floppy just walks up the ramp again and lops another couple of heads, why the hell not? Had more than enough success doing it game through, and Perfecto is the man who he will have to waltz past once more. Smokes should be fading here as Hobbit.
We're crossing smokes again.
Yeah, this is really bit Cloud9. Back
We
a
have
couple
to do
of
that
times.
once
Grim at
again.
the
We have to
ready
give away the kills
Cave.
again in these smokes.
And now it's just Perfecto pinned in towards Cave. They know where he is. Floppy happens once more. Straight in between the eyes. And Perfecto, time and time again, destroyed at the hands of Floppy.
He don't miss. Just peek. You've got the hot hand. Just go.
You can't
for
lose.
it. Just go for it.
You haven't
Floppy.
lost a duel in about an
Come
hour.
on.
Will lose this to time anyway.
Come on to the dark side, Floppy. You know you want to.
Swing it. Get him. Book him.
Bang! There it is. What a way to end it. Floppy with a great performance across the whole series, and Complexity qualified to the playoffs in emphatic fashion. 2-0 over Cloud9.
A 13th team locked in, and if you're going to get that level of performance from Floppy, knowing what Halzork can do, knowing what Alige can do, knowing what Grim can do, you start to have an actual team on your hands that should be feared. And smiles on the faces. What a performance here today. The disappointment of the season may very well be Cloud9 if we continue to see results like this.
Yeah, we have to be ready for that idea. Cloud9 obviously struggling through the growing pains of this new roster, but some of these losses, the shape of the losses
Benjamin
have been
Button
worrying.
right now, Matthew.
Definitely. Just going backwards.
Like, yeah, they're shrinking.